again, I've frozen this fruit and thawed it. So I need to put the camera down here a minute to make this happen, but be right back to it. Okay. Next step is to get these raspberries into this fermentation bag. So basically, all I'm going to do is put the spout of my plastic bag inside the fermentation bag and then flip it. Now, there's a bunch of juice inside this freezer bag, and I do want to keep that juice, but I also want to strain it through the straining bag. So go ahead and dump the juice right into the bag, and it will go pass right through. It'll strain it, and it'll go right into the fermenter. This recipe calls for 3 to 4 pounds of red raspberries, and I am using 4 pounds. And what the camera can't show you, and what you can't smell through the camera, is how good these raspberries smell. Okay, once I've dumped them all in, I'm going to tighten up the bag, string it over the side. Now I usually just kind of tie it to the pail for the time being. Just make sure it doesn't plop in. Okay. And you can see some nice looking raspberry juice in there. Okay, my next step is to add my ingredients, and I'm going to dump them right into the juice. Try not to get it on the bag. Okay, you can see here I've measured out ½ pound of sugar, and I'm going to go ahead and add that. Now, it doesn't have to be exact, and Mary's Recipes book does have some conversion factors, so you could, I believe it's like 2½ cups of sugar is approximately equivalent to ½ pound. So you could go that route, and it doesn't need to be exact because later on you're going to test the specific gravity and add water or sugar as needed to get to the specific gravity that you need. Okay. Now, I'm going to look at the side of my bucket here, and I've got these markings. Okay. I need to go ahead and fill this to 1 gallon of water. Now, I'm kind of old-fashioned, and I don't like to use the softened water out of my tap. I actually like to use water from the faucet outside because it doesn't go through my water softening system. So I'm going to go ahead and get the water that I need and bring it in here and fill it up. Okay, I've added my water. My level is now at 1 gallon. And I've got this large spoon that I've sanitized. I'm just going to stir things up a little bit. So at this point, we've added all of our ingredients. Raspberries are in the bag. Added our sugar. And everything that's touched this liquid has been sanitized. That's important. Now, what I'm going to do is seal this up. You can just use plastic sheeting if you want, but I'm going to use the top for my barrel. And we're going to let this sit for a day. Let the juices come out of the raspberries. Let the pectic enzyme work on the raspberries. And let the temperature of this get up to a good 70 degrees. Okay, I'm not feeling the sugar anymore, so it's all dissolved. And we're ready to seal this up. Okay, one more thing we need to do before we can seal this up is we need to test the specific gravity. Now, the specific gravity is basically the density of the fluid. Water has a specific gravity 1.0. As you add sugar, the specific gravity goes up. This recipe is calling for a specific gravity of 1.095. Okay, so what I need to do is take this instrument, put it inside the beaker, siphon off some juice, and fill the beaker with juice. Until that instrument starts to rise. Okay, there it's starting to pop up. Now, we look at the level, and I can see that we're already way low on this. This says 1.035 or so. So I'm going to need to add quite a bit of sugar to get this up to 1.095. Okay, we are up to 1.095. Had to add about 1.5 pounds of sugar from the recipe, and I thought that 1/2 pound was a little light for this recipe, but apparently I was right. So this is all ready to go. All I need to do is seal it up. Then I'm going to fill this airlock about half full with sanitizing solution. Put that in the top, and I'm going to let it sit for a day. Let the temperature get up to 70 degrees. And check out my next video and I'll add the yeast. Alright, everyone, take care and good luck with your winemaking.